Welcome to the Hi Refresher videos. Remember, these videos will only make sense if you've attended the training program. Hi, in this video we're going to talk about the other teaching techniques you can use to make life much more interesting for your student and to make the class much more fun. This also works very well for group teaching. If you have 5 students, 6 students, 8 students, even if you have 2 or 3 students, it works, and it even works as a one-on-one, all right? So the first technique is what we call relay. Just like you run a relay race and you pass on the baton from one runner to the other, the same way students kind of lack what we call fluency, and fluency essentially means that they play well for the first bar, second bar, third bar, fourth bar. By the 5th or the 8th or the 12th bar, they kind of lose focus, as we all tend to do. And when they're losing focus and they make a mistake, let's say on the 12th bar, they start all over again from the top and start playing. And again, by the time they reach the 12th bar, they tend to make a mistake, again start from the top. So we kind of want to correct that, and a great way to correct it is that you can assign your groups, your students. You play bar 1 to 4, you play bar 5 to 8, you play bar 9 to 12. So what happens essentially is the second student, the third student is paying attention, bar 1, bar 2, bar 3, bar 4, my turn, and he starts on bar 5. The third student is paying attention, waiting for his turn to come. So they're actually waiting for the whole song, reading the notes, listening to what's happening, and they're effectively passing it on from one student to the other, making it lots more fun. After they've got that correct, you can exchange roles. You can have student number 1 play what student 2 played, student number 3 play what student 1 played, and so on and so forth. And it makes a lot of sense because they're not just playing the same piece over and over again. There's group dynamics. There's a great sense of timing being formed between all 3 students. This also works fabulously with one-on-one as a teacher. You play 4 bars, I'll play the next 4 bars, and then we exchange roles. I'll play 4 bars, you play the next 4 bars, and that works really well. All right, so that's relay. You can also teach them as groups. So for example, if you have, I don't know, 6 or 7 students, make them form groups of 2, or you can even individually assign them, like let's say chords. We all know how difficult it is for students to change finger positions for chords. But for a student, it'll be right. So a great way to teach this is you play the C chord, you play the A minor chord, you play the F chord, you play the G chord, and stick to that. And we'll play it all together. When I call the chord name, you guys play that chord, right? So ready, steady, C, play, A minor, play, and F, play, and G, play, A minor, play, and G, play, and F, play, and G, play, A minor, play, and C, play. So effectively what is happening is each student is getting used to playing that one chord, getting his fingers right. It's sounding good because I'm accompanying while they are playing. And the next round I can get them to shift chords. Now you play A minor, you play G, you play F, and so on and so forth. They are getting to slowly figure out, first being get comfortable with the chord, second being their fingers are changing positions, and they're having lots of fun. So you can have group play happening wherein you accompany, the students play, and it's really fun to use this technique. The last one we want to talk about is what we call hint by eye and ear. Right? Very good for getting your student to have a very strong sense of hearing and to learn orally, right? So this goes something like this. It sounds even better if you have a keyboard at home, so you can play some backing track to that, but we'll do it without a backing track over here. So, all right, so listen, E, E1, E3, play. Listen, E, E1, E3, play. Listen, E, E3, E1, play. Listen, E, E3, E1, play. Listen, E1, play. Listen, play. Listen, play, listen, play, listen, play, listen, play, listen, play, and listen, play. Basically what I did was I started off by calling out the verbal tab. So my student is watching me and going, oh, E, E1, E3. Oh, that's really simple. All right, next one is E3, E1, E. Play. Then I stopped calling the verbal tab at some point. I went, listen, play. So by now, probably the student is watching me and saying, oh my God, what's he playing? And watching my notes. Right? And then copying, watching and copying. But at some point, I turn around and go, listen, play. So at this point, the student solely has to rely on his or her oral skills, listen to the notes being played, and you very comfortably, very smoothly ease them into, okay, you know the notes, you can see, you can hear me calling the verbal tab, you can see me play the notes too, you can only see me playing the notes too, you can't see me playing the notes, you're just hearing me and you're copying those notes. Which is a superb skill to develop, because as they go out into the real world, they're listening to songs and they're trying to figure out what's being played in the song. This technique will really help them be a great musician. So use these techniques: relay, playing in groups, and hint by eye and ear.